Mihailovic got a good strong left foot on him. Surely his optimism can't stretch this far. Okay. So what have you worked out so far, Ron?
Well, they're going to mark Wright and Hartson man for man. Vekavod looks as if he's got the responsibility of, there he goes, well over. Remember Branko getting one hit.
Can Merson get there? No, it's Ferry who knocks it forward. Mancini is onside. This is a crucial moment. It's an excellent goal for Sampdoria. They claimed offside Arsenal. They're still looking at the linesman end of the referee, but Mancini has gone to support to get the crowd's acclamation there, and Sampdoria are 1-0 in the lead. A wonderful piece of finishing, to be fair, as Seaman came out. Now, was he offside? It might just have been that Dixon on the far side was playing him on.
Brian, my own impression was, quite honestly, that he wasn't offside. Watching it, we're virtually in line with it. Certainly Lombardo was offside, coming back on. But I think Mancini had just made the running time. And I think the second Arsenal lost, they looked at the linesman actually appeared as just waved his hands and waved play on. And I think that might even have thrown the Arsenal eyes. They might have thought that he picked his flag up. But to me, I thought
Guillaume is still down. No offside. Problems here. Mancini setting him up again. Plays the ball in, and Maspero's shot goes wide. It's a goal kick.
Steve Ball's having a right go at the linesman over here about the original thing that he thought was offside when Mancini kicked the ball up left. He wasn't offside, Brian. He's looking along the line. He knows he's a cute player. He looks just along the line, stays just onside in times he's running. I think Arsenal are flirting a little bit.
Doesn't intend to. It's hit long towards Steve Bold. Bold chesting it down. Merson, and a save by Walter Zenger. And Arsenal so very close indeed.
He does ever so well. It's got height and it's got a bit of slowness on it. Watch how he just checks it into the run. Maybe a touch under his feet, but at this level, that's a good save. But at this level, that's a sort of
away goals at Highbury. Avani, Lombardo, oh, the back heel. Jugovic again. Mancini with the back heel. Well, it was a back heel that undid them, and Mihailovic driven across the face of that Arsenal goal. Goal kick. You see some lovely little play on the edge of the box there with the back heels and so on. There was a Mancini back heel, as you remember, in the first leg, Ron, that really opened up the way for a crucial goal.
This was rather a poor clearance, actually, and it's been drilled.
Reina. Plenty of blue shirts up this time. And the goal kick. Oh, that man, Mihailovic, got a devastating left foot. Caught that on the volley. He's a little annoyed with himself, but
I'll tell you what, I think Stuart Houston was well annoyed at Lee Dixon. That's come 65 yards, and he's hardly done anything about it. I mean, knowing for well that
Joan is also at the near post. Picked on and knocked in, and it's gone there. It's Ian Wright. Ian Wright got the touch that matters, and Arsenal are 1-1. The smile of Stuart Houston, and suddenly this game has taken another twist. The man who scored in every round, the man who scored a superb goal in the first leg, Ian Wright. The header came, I think, from Adams in the first place. Wright then with the touch, yes, and it's Wright's goal as Zenger was flapping all over the place.
It's Hartson, actually. Hartson's got the little nick on.
But Wright, Arsenal pulling a lot of back. Hartson's gone right back deep into defence to hold out. A little flick on, and it's just wide. From Mancini.
He's having a right pass there, Mancini, at Serena. I can't believe that. I mean, that's a decent enough ball in, and you know, he's done well to get above that. He can't blame anybody.
A long way out of his goal. Up goes Hartson. Wright trying to get in behind him. Zenger had stayed put, and in fact, Wright did extremely well there, and Zenger was forced to a save. Jakobov. Keown, I don't know whether Keown clashed with Maspero then, but Maspero just fell into the ground. With a long run up to it. Driven there, but straight into the Arsenal wall. Mancini with the shot, and it's gone in. Well, a fantastic goal. Mancini had played it in, and suddenly they're back on level. Well, Sampdoria in the lead. Look at Zenga.
Well, that's absolutely incredible. In all fairness, great reactions there, but
well, he's only been on the field, what, less than 5 minutes. There's the free kick. And there's a terrific reaction header.
Oh no, they're in trouble now.
Now the break is on. They're stretched at the back. Lombardo and Bellucci is in there again. It's unbelievable. He's done it again.
I've got a hunch he might have been offside, Brian. I think he might have run a little bit early for Lombardo's pass there, you know. I mean, that's what... It's ironic. If only Hartson had stood one in the box when he got a crowd of players instead of getting robbed, we might have been talking about an equal. Well, look at this. Let's just... it doesn't show it well from there. I know he's made the run, but I just had a feeling he made the run a little bit early off Lombardo's pass.
Merson behind it, but it's going to be Schwartz who takes it. He tries it. He's driven it in! Arsenal have got a reprieve, because now they've got a chance of doing something in extra time. Stefan Schwartz, what an amazing game this is turning out to be.
That's absolutely incredible. I mean, that wasn't the best shot he's ever hit in his life, and now we're seeing another free kick result in a goal. I mean, Zenga's really should have brought it across and picked that one up, but who cares?
87 minutes, 3 minutes left, and it looks now... This one. Mihailovic over the top. There's been a good British connection actually between countries and Sampdoria. A few players have played here. Trevor Francis played here. David Platt. Mancini. Jugovic. That's a good shot. Just wide of Seaman's goal.
Come on, Arsenal have got to start doing more. I was just about to say this is the worst period in the whole game they've had.
Merson and McGoldrick having words there as well. McGoldrick didn't get anywhere near Merson's ball, and Merson was very unhappy about that, and that's where it all started. It was as the ball taken off him by Mancini, who now looks to play the ball through to Lombardo. Lombardo goes chasing down there, claiming a penalty again, and they claim that Lombardo dived. The ref
had every chance to sort of give something on it, because from where he looked, it must have looked a hell of dubious. What we are forgetting, of course, that what a phenomenal pass once again from Mancini. That is a phenomenal...
Here it comes with Bellucci, and now Mihailovic. Good left foot of his. Mancini's in there. Thought he was going to get one then.
Oh, Brian, that is an absolute glorious chance at this stage. What a beautiful ball from Mihailovic. Whipped him behind all the defence. That's a great cross, and you'd have bet your mortgage on him here. He's got pointed at who's sliding in, but that's it.
Well, there we are. We now get a penalty shootout here between Sampdoria and Arsenal. Let's quickly go back to London and rejoin Bob. Well, here's Lee Dixon with the first penalty, and that's as good as they come.
That's my old hobby horse again, though, by the way. Goalkeeper standing still.
Yes, they're never going to stand still. Mihailovic will be the first one to take a penalty for Sampdoria. If referees insisted on goalkeepers standing still in penalty shootouts, you'd never ever finish a penalty.
No, I'm not on about that, Brian. I actually always tell my keepers, in a shootout, stay put.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You watch.
Yeah.
Unless they're great penalties. You're not going to save a great penalty, but there's normally at least two go down the keeper's throat. So if the keeper stands still, the two of them will hit him.
Now Mihailovic against David Seaman. He'll hit it with power, I've no doubt. He'll certainly hit it with his left foot. Can Seaman stop it? He can! A great save by David Seaman. Wow, that's a wonderful break for Arsenal. What were we saying about this big, bluff, unruffled Yorkshireman? That was a terrific piece of goalkeeping. Wonderful reflexes. So, McGoldrick. Well, I must say, Eddie didn't have that many touches in the game when he came on as substitute, and none of them were all that inspiring.
Only needs one, Brian. He only needs one good touch now.
One good touch now.
One good bash. Don't look at the keeper.
Goldrick.
Oh, no!
Oh, a massive blow. have to look towards David Seaman again, and it's Jugovic who's coming forward to take the penalty. The next one got well under that. Oh my goodness, his head goes back and he knows.
To sympathise with him, but that is a pathetic penalty really at this stage. You've got to hit that target at this stage.
Tense moments there on the Arsenal bench with Stuart Houston and George Armstrong. I guess there'll be some Gary Lewin. I noticed the physios looking the other way. So Jugovic against Seaman. Can Seaman do it again? He can! Another brilliant save. Well, is there no end to what David Seaman can do in goal when it comes to penalty taking or penalty saving? Surely they're not going to waste that now. Surely they're not going to waste that boy's efforts now. Well, Arsenal still leading by 1-0 after both sides have taken 2 penalties. Remember, they go to 5, and if it's still level after that, it's then a sudden death penalty, a sudden death penalty.
Full marks to Seaman, but you have to say you would have expected a higher standard of penalties from players of this quality, wouldn't you?
So Zenger in the firing line. John Hartson, the man who's got a great chance to give Arsenal some breathing space now, and succeeds in doing so. So Arsenal now leading by 2-0 on the penalty shootout, as Ricardo Maspero is the next man forward to face the formidable David Seaman. So much riding on this now. Place in the final in Paris next month. Maspero versus Seaman. And it's gone in.
I think he was close to that one as well, Brian.
Wasn't far off it.
David Seaman
Arsenal leading 2-1 on penalties. It's the captain's job now. Tony Adams, the next one forward. He wasn't far off it, but what a good penalty. Right. Couldn't be more in the corner than that one was.
I'm pleased to see this, by the way. I don't know how good a penalty. I've never seen him take a penalty before, Tony Adams, but at least he's captain. At least he's showing the responsibility.
He's always led by example, and never more so than at this moment. Tony Adams against Walter Zenger. Important kick, this one. Never a moment's doubt. So it's 3-1 now.
Tell you what, Zenger nearly finished up past Adams on that one.
And now Manini. Still no sign of Mancini coming forward.
No, I mean, that's a disappointment.
Leading 3-1 at the moment. No troubles there. Two. Paul Merson. Well, we know the sort of season that Paul has had. And he's put a lot of bad things behind him. A lot of people will be with him now. Hands up all those who would now like to be in his shoes. Merson with the kick. Saved by Zenger. So Arsenal's lead is a slender one at 3-2. And Lombardo comes forward, and we look for David Seaman now to keep Arsenal's lead. How many more twists have we got here on this extraordinary night of football in Genoa? Lombardo, 29 years old. Italian international, good goal scorer. Scored twice in the last 4 internationals for Italy against David Seaman. Another brilliant save! A brilliant save! And Arsenal go into the final.
And that was the best one out the lot, Brian. He almost dived too early and made a great second hand on that one. That was phenomenal.
Well, who's going to make the headlines tomorrow? Who's going to be the biggest Arsenal hero? The biggest man in the side with the biggest smile there, David Seaman, as Stuart Houston comes off the field. What a hero! And what a performance in that penalty shootout by David Seaman, the 6'1", 31-year-old from Yorkshire. And a smile that matches matches the brilliance of his goalkeeping during that